Well, here we are. I finally get to meet the famous bounty hunter of the Mojave. I was expecting I'm trying to build something, Courier. This is going to be a haven for commerce. I'll provide security, sanctuary, and a free market on anything, without restrictions. Valle del Hierro will be a flourishing, independent entity in the Waste, not beholden. Make no mistake, I do control it. Fisk was weak, and he doubted my potential. He said I'd never be more than a sidekick. But I'm here, and this... I want what's mine, and then some. I've paid my dues, Courier, and nobody's going to stand in my way. I'm going to run this town, and I'll make more. And as for my brother, I couldn't give... There is such a thing as being too successful, believe it or not. Bounty hunter, though he was a perverted madman, the judge served a purpose. I won't offer you bribes or false appendages. I lured you... I'll admit that I'm slightly ambivalent. Many of those in your business are shiftless, changeable rogues, apt to accept bribes. I've killed plenty and paid off a few. It's an honor to... In more civilized times, I'd put you to work for me, but we're all victims of this barbaric age. Wouldn't you like to know? You'd probably go after him, wouldn't you? I can tell you where he's at. The end of a long and storied career. We separated some time ago, believe it or not. We've got different styles. He's probably grown tired of those open plains by now. He preyed on commerce for years, sucking life out of those isolated city-states. He could end up back east. My brother only mentioned him once. He described what he had to do in order to be initiated into a certain raider crew. I was only a child then, and I don't Marco did many things to people. Just remember. Okay, but...
Brotherhood.
Hey!
You know, I've been thinking. Our training is top-notch, our technology gives us an advantage, but we always make enemies, never allies. We refuse to recruit. I don't know. I'm still thinking about what kind of role we could take on that would give us the best, but I think things are... I know the odds aren't good, but I gotta try. Sure, he's one of... Him and the other chairman... Elder...
What can I do for you, young man? Let me see that finger. Well, you did it, didn't you? As happy as I am to know that Sergio... Either way, you earned every bit of this reward, and I don't know how you did it. And just because Sergio is gone doesn't mean I don't have work for you. There's still smaller... Besides, we're at the frontier, and there's no time. It's not really my business, but I hope you found some information on Marco. He's been... If you ever want to collect a bounty or just shoot the shit, drop in any... Oh, I almost forgot. I have some good news. Since you made such a dent around here, the brass has approved generic bounties. What that means is that you can submit fingers from raider captains or other bigwigs. The payout isn't as good. Anyway, just bring them in and we'll cash you out, sort of like a casino. But with, bloody rotten fingers. What can I do for you, young man? Okay. Okay.
Hey.
Yes? Oh, of course. I wasn't sure if you would respond. I've heard of you. How you took down the syndicate, saved Westside from fiends. I also heard you're well off. Vegas is a town of haves and have-nots. I want to know if you'll be willing to help us give back to the less fortunate. Give them a better shot. I already have the spot for the orphanage picked out, and Zeke can provide security. What I need are caps. 10,000 caps to be specific.
Welcome, sir or madam.
What's up?
Howdy, son. How can I... Sharp eyes? A drink? There's a long list of grievances that Heck Gunderson's got to answer for, kid. If he ain't chiseling behind your back, he just sends his men ready for a fight. I'm tired of being trampled over, kid, and I got a good mind. What more you want? All that money... We are honest folk out there. Scaring us into giving away our lands is all... I have no illusions that he'll ever stop his plundering. Here in town, he's got a few of his armed men to protect him. I just gotta find out what he's up to, and then I'll know where to hit. Where I come from, we... Tell you what, that chiseler's blowing hot air over...
Traveling into this drift just got a lot easier now.
Beg your pardon, but could I trouble you to turn over your weapons? My deepest but we simply... Please. Humbly at your service.
You watch yourself around Mr. Gunn.
Beg your pardon, stranger, but I'm looking for someone. You ain't... Ain't nobody got one darn piece of news about my... Ain't got one Brahmin unaccounted for across a dozen... Yep, got a whole mess of Brahmins to my name. Used to just have the... Before I knew it, I was running one of the biggest ranching operations east... Now everywhere I go, folks I never even met... Made me a special arrangement with the hotel. A lot of people out there resent success. Might want to take a swipe at me. If I'd have been thinking, though. My boy, Ted, he was right here. I didn't leave him but a minute. I told him to stay put while I... He was never one to stay tied down. Got most of my staff out looking for him now. Of course, if he does that, I'll whoop him till his skinny hide turns to leather for putting me through this. That's between me and the white glove. But let's just say they control the food supply around here, and I got lots of food to give. I'd be more than happy to have you. Heck, I'll hire anybody with a pair of legs. There'd be a lot of money in it for him. And if he ain't... That's what they call themselves. Some of them got masks, too. I don't...
Anderson.
Hey there!
Humbly at your service.
How may I be of service, sir? No, not from the likes of you, I'm afraid. I don't think you'd... My, such a popular question. I suppose it is only natural to see us and wonder what it is that makes us special. The White Glove Society has only just made itself known to the public, of course, but our pedigree was established over generations. Were we always so refined? I'd be lying if I said yes. But I've always felt we were destined for a place atop modern society. And now, here we are. Not everyone can wear the finest clothes and eat the finest foods, obviously. That's just the reality we live in. But surely we can agree that the most tasteful, sophisticated people are the most deserving. And that's what the White Glove Society is all about. Indeed. How may I be of service, sir?
Welcome to the Ultralux. I do hope... I do, but one can hardly call it... I suppose it is a labor... We at the White Glove Society are... And as its founder, I suppose it falls to me to decide how... This again? I thought this was all settled. I answered... I know our reputation hasn't always been spotless, but that's all in the past now. For the last time, the White Glove Society has never and will never consume human flesh for any reason. It's written in the... There was an investigator who came through here last week. He'd been hired by a young man whose bride-to-be went missing during their... Well, you can already guess what probably happened, can't you? And that young groom just didn't have a clue. A man? Well, then this... Well, this can't be. I'm going to have a word with my staff about whether these people are found or not. Why, yes, I think so, if he has... I had our maitre d' Mortimer offer him a complimentary room for as long as it took for him to be satisfied. You see, the White Glove Society remains the very picture of courtesy, even in the face of such... What else, Mr.? It's put us in a rather delicate position, you see, his coming here. Not that we aren't grateful for his... But our executive chef, Philippe, has transformed Brahmin steak into a delicacy. But a delicacy is just that, delicate. If everyone... And if... So is my... Now, didn't I already tell you that we don't do that? Though we haven't always been the White Glove Society. There was... But that's all changed now. We...
What can I get you?
You look positively fat. You... Thanks.
What's up? Okay.
Did you know the strip's all stirred up lately?
How may I be of service? Private investigator. This was about the missing bride. Such a... If I might... Now, ordinarily, we don't... Let's see. He hasn't... I hope we can...
Found it.
Good day.
Excuse me, mister, but I've got to deliver. Hell if I know, they don't... I heard that one courier got his brains blown. Have a nice...
Aha!
Who are you? Matchbook? Oh my goodness me. They must know he was... They'll be watching everyone closer now. Mortimer, if he realizes it was me the investigator was planning to meet, he'll have me killed. Yes, the White Glove Society strictly forbids eating humans, but we weren't always the White Glove. Mortimer and some of the others have regressed. They've taken many people over the last few months, but it wasn't enough. Lately, they've gone for tourists here on the Strip, even in the hotel. I guess that's the hazard of a cannibal becoming a gourmet. It's hard to... The girl, the one who disappeared. Because I distracted her fiancé while they took her. Well, I'm not proud of it. Some of the White Gloves began meeting privately a while back. I started attending because I thought it was about changing our politics. Then they started talking about returning to the old... He's alive. The White Glove... Mortimer wants to reintroduce humans into our cuisine. Since after everyone is... With no real way... I don't know exactly. I wasn't in on it. I think some of them stopped trusting me. But you can bet they're keeping him near the gourmand. Our chef, Philippe, has an obsession. It'd be back in the members-only section, so you'll have to be careful. Don't be seen. It's guarded both at the lobby entrance and in the access. I could sponsor you as an honorary member. The white gloves are always... You'd certainly fit the bill with everything you've done around here. Otherwise, you'll have to find some... They might, but to him, the legacy of returning to the old way, nothing is more important to this. He just has to get them. That may be true, but I wouldn't recommend it. He's built a reputation. He's not what he looks like. They call him Hurricane Heck. The man built his empire by hiring mercenaries. Lately, he's been attacking our Brahmin suppliers so he can take over their business. He's the sort to pound in a nail with a wrecking ball. If you give him the whole story on this, he'd be liable to raise the entire hotel. And God knows what he... But it's... Well, they'll all be sampling pre-war wines before the meal. Maybe it's... Although that wouldn't stop any future kidnappings. You'd have to expose Mortimer, but he's going to confess it. What if his revelation were a lie? What if no one had eaten human flesh but him? If you could somehow replace Philippe in the kitchen and serve a convincing substitute instead, you could walk Ted right through the middle of that room after Mortimer speaks, and then he'd have... Philippe has been trying to approximate the taste of human flesh for years. He must have a recipe.
Our rangers are gonna show...
How may I be of service, sir? You'll have to look elsewhere. You're either in... This honorary member... Once it blows over...
Our guys put the monorail back.
Welcome to the Ultralux. Why, yes. It's only... Originally, we didn't allow anyone... And it happened. And the right people. And you most certainly fit the bill. You have my full support, and you are welcome to join us at our nightly banquet. I hope to...
I know Benny was murdered, but if you ask me, the real crime was that...
Why are you standing still? Do you think the world... Don't make eye contact! I thought I told you to get lost. What, me? The supreme ruler of the Nevada dining scene? Do you think it would sell? All right. Take these. Should be plenty for a book in there. What kind of harebrained... I yell at people because I like... Oh, I see how it is. Or because my mother was a deranged... Or because my sisters would lock me in a God, I'd forgotten about that. I can't stay here. I need to be alone. Forget about the fucking banquet. You know what? You can do it. It won't fill the hole, though.
How may I? But no one is in their chairs yet. I'll be ready. How may I? But no one... I'll be... How may I? I'll be... How may I? But I'll be... How may I? But I'll be... How may I...
You, what do you think you're doing? Aha!
Glad that's over.